back to the channel. I am Mr. Sensible. If you're new here, grab one of the existing people. I'm sure they'll make you feel at home, get you a drink or whatever. Today, we're going to look at a channel called Rebel Without a Pause. And he's going to tell us all about how the moon is actually only half a moon. I know, I was shocked. I had never noticed. And after Mr. Rebel has astounded us with his information, there's a short featurette which may explain in some way why I am so fearful. Yes, okay. Why I am so fearful of Mrs. Sensible. You can't miss it. So now, back to the main feature. Mr. Rebel Without a Pause, you better explain. Roll VT.
Thanks for watching. As you can see, the sun is yet to set. It's tucked in behind the clouds.
That has to be the noisiest zoom I've ever heard on a camera. Unbelievable. Go on, carry on.
But also up in the sky, we have the moon. Well, it's a half moon. And I'd like that explained to me. Because it's no a shadow. It's just half a moon.
No, it's a moon and half of it's in shadow. I can't believe you just said that.
So if you shine a light on a ball, what happens is there's a bright spot in the centre and then the light spreads over the rest of the surface with a shadow around the edge.
Well, that's what you see if you shine the light full on the face directly pointing to you. If you shine it from the side, you'll see half of it. One half in light, the other half in shadow. In this case, the sun's in, I don't know, roughly 2 o'clock position. The terminator, the change from the lit to the unlit part of the moon, that's your ring of shadow. Yeah, what you've said is exactly what we see. Good stuff.
This is not that. Half the moon is missing. And don't tell me it's a phase it's going through.
Tee-hee-hee, chortle, chortle, what a good joke. But actually, it's just a phase it's going through.
And if you do, tell me how the phases work. And I'll show you what I mean about half the moon is missing.
At this stage, Rebel Without a Pause, or should I say Rebel with no bloody idea at all, loads the picture into Photoshop or something, and you guessed it, starts tweaking the light and adding filters. I'm not going to bore you with all of it, but I'll just find a juicy little segment for you.
First, I'll have a look at it through edge detection. Now, this actually, as you can see, it even shows you the edge of clouds. It don't miss much. So, let's see what happens when we look at the moon. Well, the half moon. Oh look, it only shows half of it. How does that work then?
The edge detection filter, and actually all the other filters, can only work by processing data that is there. So with edge detection, it detects a sudden change in the brightness or colour of the pixels, i.e. at the edge of an object, in this case the moon. You can't see the other half of the moon because it's in shadow, it's not lit enough, and so it's just not visible through the atmosphere. So there are no pixels that are coloured with moon in shadow. So there is nothing for the edge filter to pick up on. That's all.
Why do we only see a half a moon? It's missing. It ain't there. And here is the moon and the blue sky, and there's no cloud anywhere near it. So let's see what happens here. Right. Well, the other half ain't showing up. But what's that? What's that in the sky? I keep telling people.
And no doubt they keep saying, shut up and go away. What you've got is a screen capture from, I presume, an MP4, which is a compression algorithm anyway. What are you processing? A JPEG, which is another compressed image. When you compress data, you lose data. All you're doing is accentuating artifacts, i.e. errors, compression errors, artifacts of the image. That's it. This is total fail. I've had enough of your forensic analysis of photos. Let's move on to a practical demonstration.
This is what happens when you shine a light on a ball. Centre is brightly lit, and the shadow is around the edge. That's just the way it is.
I should warn you, you're starting to annoy my cat, Arnold. Of course your globe looks like that. You're shining the light full on the centre of the face, and the light's not spread far enough to cover half the world. So what you've got is a small spot. Arnold's getting annoyed. He doesn't like flirts. You don't want to see him when he's annoyed. Arnold changes from a nice pussycat to someone who takes out flirts.
Unless, of course, it's self-illuminating. So here we have a half moon and a clear blue sky, and I've clearly demonstrated
An amazing level of dumb.
there's nothing there.
No, Arnold, no! Calm down!
It's not as if it's hiding behind something.
Rebel, run while you got a chance!
And there's no clouds.
Hasta la vista.
Fluffy. And so ends Rebel without a pause. I did try warning him about Arnold and his temper. Kids, listen to your teachers, because that's what lack of education does to you. And now, as promised, because she's not around, I need to tell you about Mrs. Sensible and her foul-mouthed temper. You will realise why I live in fear. Even Arnold is nervous around her. I recently did a video with an expedition, a flat earth experiment expedition. Let me just show you a couple clips from that, just as a taster.
So with all these tests and theories...
Really, Mr. Sensible, you said it was going to be a lovely day out at the beach, not about this flat earth crap.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So there we have it. Mixed results really for Mr. Sensible's Flat Earth Expedition 2019 brackets Brighton. I've tried my best.
Shut that off.
Oh, sorry dear. See you soon, guys.
A couple of days ago, I was holding one of my impromptu live streams. We join it just a few seconds before Mrs. Sensible arrives. Try and listen as she opens the door. Well, according to Mr. John Paddock in chat, you have to be Masonic Lord High Doodlem before they let you in on the chemtrail conspiracy.
You know what that might be is in the Scottish Rite they have little.
I've tried tinkering with the sound. See if you can hear it this time. Well, according to Mr. John Paddock in chat, you have to be Masonic Lord High Doodlem before they let you in on the chemtrail conspiracy.
You know what that might be is in the Scottish Rite they have little.
Let's try a little loop just on the important bit. So there you have it, the life of Mr. Sensible. There I was, minding my own business, holding a nice live stream of all you good people. My wife opens the door and I get a barrage of foul language. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate all the visits, all the subs, all the likes. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Just hit mini-me down in the corner. If you don't, a kitten goes hungry. I'd also like to say a big thank you to my 3 Patreons now. My first patron, Elizabeth Schneider, Frank Kelly and Simon D. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. If you wish to support me via Patreon, you can do so. Just go to patreon.com and search for Mr. Sensible. Any amount you wish to support me with is gratefully received. If you haven't already, the Conspiratard Cheese Awards are still running and you can vote. Have a watch of the video first. The link will be up here. You can vote anonymously. So, until next time, guys, stay sensible.
Shut up and sit down.